Oh, this card has come out and it was pretty crazy in the PTR. They removed it, they've tweaked it a little bit, and now it is out. And of course, we're talking about Dune Winds. Guys, we're looking at the math behind it, seeing what it can do, and I'm trying something different, giving you a TLDR right off the bat, so you guys don't have to wait very long. Patreon allows creators to offer their fans a way of supporting them and what they do. With flexible and painless payment options, anyone can support their creator for as little as $1 a month. If you would like to help me do what I love, check out the link in the video description to learn more. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a math behind the scenes look at Dune Winds. So like I said, TLDR guys, the first activation takes 100 health, 8 power, 7 attack speed. Second activation is 16 power, giving you 24 total power, 21 attack speed. And as you can see, by the fourth and fifth activation, you're 120 to 240 total power, 105 to 217 total attack speed. To continue the TLDR, all heroes can quite easily do 3 activations with a minimum of 827 health at hero level 20. All heroes can do 4 activations at level 20, most earlier, and with 27 health minimum at hero level 20. Yeah, that's not that much. You'll see why if you stick around. Countess is the only hero unable to card enough health to do a 5th activation. All other heroes can actually card enough health to do that 5th activation. A 6th activation of Dune Winds is impossible on every hero, no matter what you do. All heroes can do a 3rd activation of Dune Winds by hero level 5 solely through their base health. The conclusion, a 4th activation on Countess, or 5th on Kallari, Wraith, Grim, and Steel even, seems absolutely incredibly powerful and risky. A 4th activation carry, still with at least 789 health, not including any carded health, sounds very much viable. 120 power and 105 attack speed on a carry. Youch. Dune Winds is a high-risk, high-reward card for anybody that can utilize power and or attack speed to deal burst damage or sustain safe damage somehow. That's a TLDR. Now, how did I come up with this? Well, guys, we have to start with a look at the card. It's a 3100 gold Chaos card, so not as much as, say, Hellfire Engine at 7,000, but still pretty good. 11 power, 8 attack speed. That's pretty good. It just gives you a good amount of attack speed. Like, that's a good amount of stats for 3,000 gold. Just saying. Now, the active is what you really care about. Fearless Blood. Reduce your max health by 100 and gain 8 power and 7 attack speed. This effect doubles every time you use it. And you can use it every 65 seconds, and it is combustible. So if you die, you'll lose that 3,100 gold, and you have to start activating it and building up that active once again you die. Now, if we go down here and look at activation versus the health that you lose per activation versus the power and attack speed you gain with the cumulative totals in brackets, well, we can see something. The first activation, you lose 100 health. So you've lost 100 health total, gain 8 power and 7 attack speed. The second activation, you lose 200 health, 300 total, and gain 16 power, but of that activation, but you actually have 24 in total, 14 for that attack speed activation, and 21 in total. So as you can see, you can keep going down to where the 4th activation, 800 health you lose on that activation, but you've actually lost 1,500 overall. You gain 64 on that activation, 120 power overall, 56 attack speed on that activation, 105 overall. As you can see, yeah. So that 4th and 5th is monstrous. Look at this. 5th activation, you've lost 3,100 health in total, and you have 248 power, 217 attack speed. In freaking insane what you can do with Dune Winds. As we analyze Dune Winds and its possibilities, we're going to start with Vitality. You're probably going to go into Vitality, and if we want to explore the potential of Dune Winds, we have to do so by, you know, giving us health so we can activate it more often. So that's the route we're going to go down with Dune Winds here. So this is the Vitality pips, the Vitality activation, the 1,000 gold, 1, you know, all the way up to 25. vitality. And this is the amount of health you gain per activation. So you don't gain any health on 1, 7, and all the gem slots you don't. Although those gems could add to your total health because some of them do have health on them starting here at tier 3. So what I've done is just through vitality alone, how many activations can you do just through vitality? Well, you can actually do one. You can keep your base health on your hero and use Dune Winds once here at vitality 6. So you can basically stay away from your base health if you want to just keep your base health for yourself. You can see we get 108 total health through 6 points of vitality, so you can have one activation. The next activation comes at 17 vitality, where you're able to use Dune Winds again and stay clear of your base health. Now, as you can see, 25 points into vitality, you gain 180 health on that last point, actually. So you're not able to do 3 activations, unfortunately. You are 2 2/3 the way there. 2 2/3 the way there. You need just a little bit more health in order to do a fair amount of health, actually, in order to do the that 3rd activation. So, hey, the first 2 2/3 activations just through vitality alone, not bad. Not bad, especially with 2 activations giving you 24 power and 21 attack speed. Now, what I've done here is I've compared the lowest base health hero to the highest health potential hero. Several, he doesn't have the highest base, but through his stacks, which is an integral part of him, and, you know, will, hopefully, you can do, he has the highest base health. Technically not, but he does. He just does. So, Countess versus Severog with hero level. So we're not talking about vitality, just their hero level. How many activations can these heroes do? Well, at hero level 1, you can actually get away with 1. You can get away with 1. You can actually get away with 2, actually, right off the bat. As you can see, 2 here at hero level 2, etc., etc. And Severog, you can actually get away with 3 activations here at hero level 3. And here, I changed it to make it more clear. You can actually do 2 activations here at hero level 1. That makes more sense than kind of spreading it out. 2 activations here at Severog for that, but you can't do the 3rd one because you need a little bit more health. And finally here at level 2, boom, you can all of a sudden do it. 3 activations for Severog at hero level 3. I know, kind of can't do that. You need the gold first, etc., etc. But just theoretically speaking, it's possible. Countess takes to level 5, hero level 5 to gain enough base health. Severog takes to level 9 in order to get that, hero level 4. Now what I've done for Severog is I have assumed that you get max stacks by hero level 20. Max stacks, 200 stacks, and then I kind of just averaged out his stack gain through the rest of through the rest of the match here. Through hero level 1. So I've kind of averaged out how much stacks he'd be getting on just on average here. So you can see around hero level 9, you can gain 4 times. So if you're wondering about other heroes, they are somewhere in between Countess and Severog. So they're somewhere in between hero level 2 and hero level 5 for a couple activations. The 4th activation is anywhere between hero level 4 and hero level 9. A lot of heroes actually have a few hundred base health more than Countess, you know, pretty much really quite soon. So most heroes, their 4th activation, probably going to be somewhere in the 9 to hero level 14, 15 range. Probably most likely. Now, here what I've done is I've combined hero level and I've combined vitality. What I'm going to assume is that you reach max vitality by hero level 17. It's pretty much in the late game, and then I just kind of spread out the rest of the vitality throughout the rest of the hero levels. So if you agree with that, if you don't, that's just what I've done here. There you go. Countess here and Severog, again, both can go 2 activations right off the bat. Severog 3, Countess 3 at hero level 5. That really hasn't changed much, but the 4th activation changes just a little bit. Instead of hero level 9, it's hero level 7. And Countess can do her 4th activation here at hero level 14, which she really helps. I mean, she doesn't get that much base base health increase per hero level, so that makes sense. The vitality really helps her out. And then Sevarog can actually do a 5th activation here by hero level 18, right around there, with your maxed out, and you get your stacks and blah, 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 blah. So look at that. Pretty darn good. Again, every other hero is going to be somewhere in there. 4th activation, somewhere between 7 to 12, something like that. And then the 5th activation, well, somewhere between 18 and up. So if you're a high health hero, you're going to be a little bit up here. And remember, Sevarog does get a lot of stacks here from his health from his stacks. So yeah, it is a consideration. Now this one here is interesting. I wanted to see how much health would you need to get to the next level. So Countess could only go to 4 activations. How much would it take to get to the 5th activation? 961 health. Sevarog to the 6th activation would need 2,997 more health from max hero level, max vitality. And I was like, okay, so the only other place there is, yeah, the wee little bit of stats you get from gyms, and then there's no other health gems, and cards. So I was like, so what are the cards here that can give you health? Well, it's impossible. It's simply impossible. This is how much health these cards give you, and it's simply impossible. Countess, you might think 961 is possible here. Remember, you have Dune Winds, and then you have 2 other slots, so you can only have 2 of these cards. And even if you have 2 of the highest health cards here, Unbroken Spirit, one of the tribe, Countess still can't do it. So Sevarog, of course, you can't get 3,000 health from 2 cards, so it's just not possible. Even with Godmother, I did calculate it both for both of them, and it didn't do much because you don't have much base health, because you're activating and removing your health. So I mean, Godmother was like 300 and something. Godmother, unfortunately, and because it won't be the only card you have, so you have Dune Winds, they don't get that elevate passive. So yeah, Godmother doesn't help. Unfortunately, it's impossible. The 6th, this means, therefore, that the 6th activation is impossible, and Countess is 5. She can't get to the 5th activation. What about carries? Carries are the next step up with their base health, and Kallari actually slots right in there with Murdoch Sparrow. She actually has more health than Twin Blast, but she actually fits in right alongside Murdoch and Sparrow, who are the next 2 carries with more health than Twin Blast, who has the lowest health of all the carries. Slightly above Countess, yeah, definitely slightly below Kallari. So Twin Blast needs 811, Murdoch and Sparrow needs 740, and here it is possible. So you simply just take, the possibilities of Unbroken Spirit and the lowest health, and you can see that actually a lot of them work. A lot of them work. Combinations of these cards here. Unfortunately, Sacred Alchemy, you can't combine Sacred Alchemy with any other card with Twin Blast, Murdoch, Sparrow, with Dune Winds equipped. Simply can't. You don't have enough health to get that 5th activation. Black Ice Routine, Yomi Guard, Reactor Beast, unfortunately, and Yomi Spectre. You can't combine those with any other card to get that 5th activation. Sacred Alchemy, that's a big one. Unfortunately, Sacred Alchemy, not an available card if you want to get that 5th activation. So you got to go with these other ones. Unburied Spear, one of the tribe. Red Zone, even. Sorvag Initiate. Compensator Rig, Withering Shadow, etc., etc. Corrosive Walker. You can go with all of those, and it is possible to get that 5th activation. So, what does all this mean? We did the TLDR at the beginning, so really I'll just kind of explain everything. All heroes can quite easily do 3 activations with a minimum of 827 health at hero level 20. Basically, any hero can do 3 activations and have a minimum of 827 health. That's not bad! Like, a really squishy hero, yeah. I mean, we'll have at least 827. That's not bad. That's really, it's not bad. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. All heroes can do 4 activations at hero level 20. Most of them earlier, but you'll have much less health as a minimum. 27 health, for example, on Countess. If you do 4 activation, 27 health. A ranged minion could attack you twice and kill you, for Pete's sake. So that's super risky. 3 activations, not so much. Countess, though, is the only hero unable to card enough health to do a 5th activation. All other heroes can do 5 activations if they build health into their cards and if they equip those cards. So that's kind of scary. 5 activations giving you, what? A ridiculous amount of power. 5 activate 248 power? Oh, God. Oh, the Gideon Rock on a Wraith snipe. Oh, God. Oh, boy. A 6th activation, though, is just simply impossible. Nobody, through any means, can get a 6th activation. It's just impossible. Simply impossible. That's where that ends. And all heroes can do a 3rd activation of Dune Winds by hero level 5, solely through the base health. So, if you really want to snowball as a assassin, early game assassin, even an early game carry, to be honest with you, I mean, their scaling doesn't change throughout the game, just their base damage and base attack speed. I mean, you could be a monster carry in the early game. I'm serious. 3 activations, 24, 3 activations, 56 freaking power, 49 health, 49 attack speed by the hero level 5 mark. That is insane. So if you want to be a crazy all-in early game whatever, I mean, it's absolutely possible. What are some conclusions then? Well, a 4th activation on Countess or 5th activation on Kallari, Wraith, even Grim with his ultimate, Steel, if you can be really careful and just get the wombo combo off. It seems absolutely incredibly powerful and risky. Kallari with her stealth, coming out of that with, what, 284 power? Oh my goodness. Wraith with the snipe. You just be super safe with just keep your vision out there and just snipe people for like 1,000 damage, not including other cards and gems. Grim with his ultimate. Steel. Oh, it's really, really scary. A 4th activation carry, still with at least 789 health, not including carded health, sounds very much viable. If you don't want to go for that 5th activation and just get completely one-shot by even some freaking minions, having 120 power and 105 attack speed is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Especially if you get some good, like, you know, vitality damage gems and stuff like that. That actually sounds very much viable. Very much viable on a carry. You just go all vitality, get some cool things along the way. It's very much viable. And Dune Winds is a high-risk, high-reward card for anybody that can utilize power and or attack speed to deal burst damage, or somehow, sustain safe damage. I'm not sure how you would do it. Sustain safe damage somehow. I mean, if you got really good frontline peel, I guess you could do sustained damage, but I mean, burst damage, it really synergizes well. If you can utilize that somehow with your hero, team comp, playstyle, something, go for it. It's absolutely insane, guys. Absolutely insane. So, let me know down in the comments what the heck you guys think about this card. Marillus Action is a game and screen recorder that offers the lowest megabytes per frame, the lowest computer resource usage, and the highest FPS recording. Check the link in the video description to learn more. So, ladies and gentlemen, please like this video if you like it, dislike it, share it with the community, and of course, guys, subscribe. If you guys like this content, found it useful, please subscribe so I can do it for you in the future. Check down below in the video description to check out my website for all my decks, merchandise store. You can get a cool t-shirt like this, and of course, the Amazon affiliate links that I mentioned earlier. Till next time, like always, guys, stay optimistic and positive.